Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the bishops, and the elders of GMS who rules well. Peace and salutations to the elect. My name is Ainal. The title of this video is another NATO member flirts with Putin in snubs NATO meeting. And it comes from this article here. And basically what you have is pursuant to Revelation 17 is these different NATO EU vassal states switching sides, and also flirting, even just them being in the presence of America's enemy, their adversary, and able to talk and hear their side and what they're going to do and their plans and things like that. Seeds are being planted for them to switch sides when that time comes. Right. So what we have in the news now is that Hungary flirts with Putin in stuff NATO meeting. So this is another NATO vassal state that is flirting along with Turkey. Turkey was one of those same people saying, yeah, I'm doing this, for talks to make things smoothed out. And Esau is believing this probably, Babylon the Great is saying, okay, cool. But they're upset about it. Anyway, let's let the articles in the scriptures do the talking. Hungary flirts with Putin in snubs NATO meeting. NATO diplomats based in, there's a lot of words in here I was reading and I can't really pronounce, but anyway, NATO diplomats based in Budapest wanted to chat with Hungary about its ambitious policy toward the Atlantic Alliance, but were ignored. Right, so Hungary ignored NATO, basically, It says, this is a picture here. It says Hungary has been blocking EU efforts to refund countries for arms shipments to Ukraine. We'll read, they also, Hungary is like making it hard for them to release frozen assets of Russia to give to, a Ukrainian president, for the war. The different sanctions that EU, America is trying to push on Russia. Hungary is not really caring about it. They're being slack about it. And basically, what comes to mind is Elder Apostle Hart just did a video regarding those individuals. He said I believe he was saying they were of GMS, but their brother Manak Tazakba of the elder brother Manak Tazakba of South Carolina said they are not members of GMS, but in the day. What Elder Apostle Hart said, as in they are shaving their head, and the strict rule went out, hey, don't shave your head, and it's according to the law. But if you have individuals doing this thing, then these are individuals lacking in faith, crept in unawares, and most likely will side with the enemy when shit hits the fan, basically. So America is feeling that same heat right now regarding Turkey, Hungary, and we're going to see who's next, right? Because they got a whole list of individuals going to be switching sides on them soon, Lord willing, right? Because we're hastening that day. And every new day is a great day, because it's one more step closer to the downfall of Babylon the Great. Anyway, Hungary has been blocking EU efforts to refund countries for arms, right? So that's the picture right there. It says NATO allies. Frustration with Hungary is reaching boiling point as the country continues to flirt with Russia. The split widened on Wednesday as this, okay, so this was posted they don't tell you. Oh, right here, October 30th. Today is November 1st. We're a few days away from an election. It was some other stuff I was looking at. World War III. America has threatened World War III. And it was something, this right here, Hungary is talking to Putin. Anyway, the split widened on Wednesday as Hungarian officials snubbed an invitation to join a Budapest meeting of all ambassadors and military advisors from NATO countries stationed in Hungary. The aim was to discuss Budapest's policy of encouraging ties with Russia and China. We appreciated the opportunity to discuss Hungary's new policy with our allies. The fact that a discussion about an allies' neutrality policy was necessary speaks for itself, the U.S. ambassador in Budapest, David Pressman, said in a statement after Wednesday's meeting. So he said basically it speaks for itself that we had to even address the issue. So obviously these individuals are divided, and there's telltale signs that you can see something is amiss, something is wrong, right? If a person says don't shave the corner of your head and you're shaving it, something's wrong, right? Something is off. You're not following the Lamb, whichever way he goeth, right? You're not keeping the law, right? So basically, these individuals is no longer following Esau, Edom around wherever he's going, right? Babylon the Great. It says, while Hungary was a no-show at the NATO meeting, Hungarian Foreign Minister Peter is due to speak at a Belarusian security conference. I believe this is somewhere in Russia, too, on Thursday, alongside his Russian counterpart, Sergei Lavrov, and even another foreign minister, right? So basically, they missed the meeting with NATO, but they go into meetings with Russia. That's interesting. It says Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban, although he leads a country that has been in NATO for 25 years, has been pushing the concept of economic neutrality, including a shift from traditional Western alignment, right? So he's basically seeing that Esau is going down, NATO is through, Babylon the Great is over with. He's like, I don't even want this no more. So he's trying to get up out of there. That's pretty much happening. I'm not going to make this long. The EU wants answers from Hungary about work visas for Russia and Belarus. So basically they're saying, we have sanctioning things on you, these people, but you're allowing them to still do what they're doing. It says the European Union top migration official expressed concern on Wednesday, and this was posted September 4th, 2024. So you got different dates, but as you can see, it's towards the end of the year, about concerns Wednesday about a Hungarian work visa program open to citizens from Russia and Belarus, just as sabotage attacks and spying allegations raised alarm across Europe. I just went over something about Cold War and espionage and things like that. It says Hungary extended its national card program to citizens from Russia and Belarus as it took over the EU's rotating presidency in July. It happened as Prime Minister Viktor Orban traveled to Moscow for talks with Russian President Vladimir Putin, a trip slammed by his EU counterparts. So basically, America was not happy about it. It says this card also allows easier entry into Europe's ID check free zones for work purposes. So they're saying Russian spies can come in, basically, It says it's a bit strange. So this is what America is saying. It's a bit strange to actually welcome specifically citizens from Russia and Belarus in a situation where we know that these countries are hostile to the European Union. So Hungary doesn't seem to think so, right? These people are divided and they don't have the same mindset. All right. It says the Hungarian prime minister, widely seen as having the warmest relations with Putin among EU leaders, I don't know, what about Turkey, has routinely blocked, delayed, or watered down EU efforts to assist Kyiv and impose sanctions on Moscow for its actions in Ukraine. So there you go. Let's get this. Let's start at Revelation 17:12. It says, in the 10 horns, which is EU NATO of the beast of Babylon the Great, one of those individuals in this video being Hungary, right? It says the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. These have one mind and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. So these individuals will give their power and their strength unto Babylon the Great for a period of time. And eventually they will start saying things like, I want to be neutral and I want to separate and communicate more and things like that. So these things will start to happen once Esau begins to fall. It says Revelation 17:14, these shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them. For he is Lord of lords and King of kings, and they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful. So ultimately, Yahushua is coming to destroy all of y'all. Hungary, Putin, Babylon, all you leaders and you armies, except for the top banking elites and you elites that's going to go into your bunkers during the war. But this war and all these things, The Most High is fit to come destroy all of you individuals. And you get Revelations, 2nd Ezra, chapter 13, and that describes how he's going to mop the floor, with his nuclear missiles when Yahushua comes back with his chariots and everything. Right? Revelation 17 and 15, a little side of here. It says, and he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the horse sitteth, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. Right? So it seems like Hungary is starting to hate the whore, which is Babylon the Great, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. And that goes along with Ezekiel 38, going into Gog and Magog, which is Russia and land of Russia, gaining allies to destroy Babylon the Great and land of Israel. So it seems like Hungary might be on that list of allies. It says, for Yahweh hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, unto the words of Yahweh shall be fulfilled. And the woman which thou sawest is that great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth. All right, now this is Luke 17 in the NLT. I'm sorry, Luke 11, verse 17 in the NLT. He knew their thoughts. I'm sorry, I seen this article, perfect, hasten the day. Luke 11 and 17. He knew their thoughts. So he said, any kingdom divided by civil war is doomed. A family splintered by feuding will fall apart. And Esau, Edom, his beast system, and his whole NATO is one big family that's falling apart. It says, you say I am empowered by Satan, but if Satan is divided against, you say I am empowered by Satan, but if Satan is divided and fighting against himself, how can his kingdom survive? That's the point right there. That's the point, so something to look into. With that, I'll say shalom to the elect, which consists of men, women, and children. Shalom.